No. Eh, Pertama, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Baik, Pak, perkenalkan nama saya Muhammad Bisa Putra, sebagai Fahri. Hari ini cara mempresentasikan eh, hasil PPT yang telah saya buat eh, dengan topik Operating System Software and Hardware. So, let's begin. Yes, uh, I uh, I will talking about operating system software and hardware. This is my this is my name and my data. Okay, so ini software operating system and hardware. First, I will talk about software. What is software? Software is a set of instruction, data, or program that are used operated the computer and carry out certain tasks. Software refers to program contained in a computer and can only be seen, so the software cannot be physically felt like hardware. The term software refers to the application script and the program that run on the device. When it was first released, the software was only written for certain computer in 1000 1180. The software began to be sold off floppy disks that in developed into CD and DVD format. The software worked providing direction and alternate by the computer. So that's the software can do its job, meet the user needs. There are two main categories of software, namely application software and system software. The software is software that fulfills a specific text of perform a task. Application software running with computer OS and supporting system software program to work. Uh, Example, Microsoft Word, Google Chrome, and any others. Uh, and next, system software. System software designed to run computer hardware and provided a platform for running application on it. Unlike application software, users cannot interact directly with something software, with system software. This is because system software runs in the background so handle basic computer functions. System software run when the computer system is turned on and continue to run as long as the system is active. Um, Example system software is definite spin. What is called definite spins. Next, software functions. The software function is the term software refers to group instruction data or a program in computer. It means that the functions of the software are as follows. One, providing important complete functions such as the development of operating system and computer support systems so they can operate. Two, manage everyday hardware on the computer so that it can work simultaneously. Three, identify the program on the computer. Four, as a link between several software and the hardware on the computer. Last five, as a translator into machine language so that the hardware can understand the comments sent by the user. Example of software, example software in computer, there are first skill software installation of the face. Some are most common and user be user and artist flowers. Ini application software, system software, device, device and program software. Application software to application software performs specific function for the user and for the other application. Example of application software include visuated graphic software, database, and any others like in any others. The software is designed to run application program, computer hardware. This type of software provides coordination of hardware and software activities and function. In addition, system software controls the operation of computer hardware and provides an environment of platform for all types of software to work. An example of system software is an operating system that works of managed a computer program. Or example of system software includes firmware, computer language, and system utilities. The drivers this system of software work to control devices and peripherals connected to the computer. Example of devices that are widely used technology users and USB keyboards, headphones, and printers. First, programming software. This type of software is software that's used to write coded. Using this software, user can develop write and debug other software program. Example of programming software as assembler, compiler, debugger, interpreter, Java, Bahasa, Visual Basic, and any others. So this type of software can develop with debug other software programs. It requires a language for to run it, which is called a program language. Example of program language include Python, CSS, Java, PHP, and many others. Next topic is operating system. What is operating system? An operating system is a collection of software that can manage hardware resources and provide service for computer application programs. The operating system is the most important component of a computer system. The program in application requires an operating system to run according to its function, quoted from computer operating system Wahyudin S. et al. 2000 2023. First, at operating service to use the user when a user runs some software on a computer, the software requires access to the CPU, memory, and storage media. The operating system manage the process and ensures that real software runs normally without an operating system. The computer will not work properly apart from computers operating system that are also available on your smartphones. The operating system has very specific functions. This includes the process of turning on the computer or what is usually called booting. Apart from that, this is system of function to organize application to be placed in the space on device. Oh, I almost forget. Hmm. I have experiments about booting operation system. I after booting the operation system because an accident damaged my laptop OS. My OS or operating system in my laptop is Windows 10. It happened when I was still in high school back then. Uh, okay, next we continue about presentation. Presentation. A brief history. Next, we next I will talking about history of OS or operating system. The operating system has been a crucial element in computer warfare development seminaries from classic operating system before Brains Hansen 2020 or until 7. The following is a brief uh, is the following is a brief history of the development of operating system. System. Oh, next. S- uh, one 1940 45th is until 100 1955 is early era of operating system. Next, base system is 190 1955 until 1965. 65. System time sharing is 1965 until 1970. Uh, so next, Microsoft basic operating system era is 1980. Graphic operating system era is 1990. And modern system era start 2000 to present is modern system era. Di era in this era computer in the early era, computers still uses simply operating system or even had not operating system at all. This the operation of this machine is carried out travel top physical settings and programming directly at the hardware level. Example is ENIAC, the first electronic computer developed by the United States government in the government in the 1000 1940. Next, batch system. At the batch system, the user's batch system on computer became popular. This system allows users to submit text in a batch and execute them atomically. Examples of operating system that emerged in this era are the Falcon monitor system and IBMS, IBSIS. IBS. It's hard, eh? System time sharing. This era was marked with the emergence of time sharing operating system, which allowed several users to interact with the process they created alternate for the same amount of time. With this system, users can interact with the computer directly via terminal. Examples of operating system in this era include CTSS, compatible time sharing system, and multiplexed information and computing service. Microprocessor-based operating system era. With the advent of processors, computers become more user-friendly and could be used personally. Operating systems such as EMS-DOS, Microsoft DIS operating system, and Apple DOS began to appear. Graphical operating system. In this era, graphical operating system became dominant. Microsoft Windows and Apple Macintosh OS released version that allows users to interact with the graphical interface using icons, windows, and the mouse. Thus, technology development and increasingly complex need lead to so sophisticated modern operating system. Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, macOS, and Linux are some examples of modern operating systems that are often used today. Apart from that, the development of operating system also occurred in the field of mobile phone and tablet device with the emergence of Android and iOS. As time goes by, operating system continue to develop and become more complex with the increasingly sophisticated features, innovation such as virtualization, security, and multitasking capabilities. How the operating system how the of how the operating system works. In general, the way operating system works is divided into four steps, namely, first, process management, two, interaction with users, three, convert instruction information, and four, manage running process. First, process management. One of the important tasks of a system is to carry out process management. The operating system uses coding algorithm to organize and allocate computer resources to running a process. Interaction with the users. The operating system can only work after the users give instruction to run it once the operating system is started. The users provides instructions through the provides interface code from the engine algorithm page. The user interface can be command line interface of a graphical user interface. In a command line interface, users can provide instruction by typing command in text. Example are commands to create files, delete files, or move files. In a graphic interface, users interact with the operating system through visual elements such as icons, windows, buttons, and menus. Operating system function. Apart from the function above, the operating system has other specific function quoted from the Bahasa Governors University. The following are the system of the operating system. First, the running program to maintain data security from cyber attack, setting the disks or storage media for manage running process. 5, controlling device. 6, controlling the operating process. And 7, displaying the interface of user interface UI. Mass operating system. There are many types of operating system. There's 5 types of IS, IS have been run of various mobile device, computers, laptop, or tablets. One, because of Windows, as I have to my laptop. Second, Apple macOS. Right. Three, Android for all smartphone. smartphone in world to girls and boys. Up 4 Apple iOS and 5 Linux. And for Linux is and for Linux it can be used to hack websites. For example, my friend at high school at first use Linux to hack school website. However, the school website is a prototype, not used of school. It's a prototype website. For a minute, but for a minute. Okay, we will continue the presentation. The topics Thoughts is hardware. Hardware is computer hardware is physical from using solving on sensitive. What is hardware? Hardware is a term to refer to hardware that is closely related to a computer or laptop. This means that all types of motor components was physically from can be seen and will include hardware. Hardware is all types of components on a computer that have physical form can be seen and felt. So it can be said the definition of a computer system is basically computer tool that is used to carry out several functions. Input. Oh, hardware is every physical element of a computer, such as monitors, keyboards, microchips, hard drive, and plus other components. Hardware can be categorized into internal and external components. Internal component. Internal components are needed so that the computer can function properly when operated. Internal component collectively collectively process or store instruction delivered by a program or operating system. OS manual external component or what are usually called principal device and installed. Yeah, so, are usually called principal device. Usually called people are into computer or to input function. External hardware component are items that are often connected external to a computer to control input and output function. So component is component or what is called peripheral device. Yes, tadi yang saya bilang. Hardware features. Some of the hardware features are as follows. One, have a physical form, like a mouse, have a physical form. Two, generate horse. Telephone of the house outside of the computer. Example keyboards for medialing between user and software. Contohnya example or both maybe. Hmm. Hardware function. Primarily function of hardware to make it easier for computer users with a set of computer tools that work well. However, if we break it down, there are several specific hardware functions, namely one, give output. The first function is to provide a function to user after input process is carried out. Two, receive input. The next request function to receive input apart from providing output hardware also request input sent by the users. Three, storing information and data. Hardware which pass the function of storing output data. Usually the output will be stored in a computer storage device for process information and data. Next, the function of hardware is the process data, which then becomes new information that is useful for humans to understand. Type of Types of hardware. There are various types of hardware. Example that you need to know, friends. You need to know, friends. Okay. This is Joey. This is the explanation. First, hardware output. Second, hardware input. Third, hardware process, and fourth, storage device. First, hardware output. Output device is a device the function to produce new information or useful data so that it can be understood by the user. The new information is output via other device. There are some examples of hardware output, example printers, monitor, and speakers. Example of hardware output. Next, hardware output. Input hardware is input device was role is to enter data in the form of image, text, video, and audio in the computer. Here are some example. Maaf, maaf kembali apa untuk penjelasan input outputnya kembali. Tadi ini penjelasan inputnya, outputnya. Nah, ini outputnya. Output hardware is device the function atau produce new information on user data. So it can be understand by user new information here. Example of hardware output, mouse, keyboard, and scanner. Hardware apa? Nah, ini hardware input. Hardware input. Here is an example of input hardware, mouse, keyboard, scanners. Hardware input, hardware output samples, printers, monitors. The hardware process. Hardware process is a device that is useful for processing data and processing on a computer. This device can be called the brain computer because it carries out important process on the data. This is input. Some examples of hardware process are RAM, VGA, and CPU. Yes, storage device, as the name suggests, storage device means storage device. This is part of hardware. First function is to store computer data. Some hardware stuff into this step include flash disks, optical disks, and hard disks. Especially for hard disks use should be you should be to wait a minute. be menyimpan storage of many data that can be stored of computers. And in computers storage biasanya tak di RAM, RAM and DRAM. But additional device. What is mean by hardware enhancement are told to help the computer carry out user's command. These devices are usually referred to as peripherals. Their purpose is to connect computer device to an internet connection. One example is a modem. You can use you can use a modem to convert digital signals into analog signal or vice versa. How hard how hardware works? The hardware works is based on commands. Is also called the instruction set. With this command, the hardware can carry out various activities that have been determined by command giver. The basic three instructions for running hardware are as follows. Basic input instruction, namely instruction that can provide information to other software using a driver as an intermediary. In this case, the software is the operating system. This occurs when the users use hardware, for example, typing using a keyboard or typing with a mouse. Basic process instruction, namely instruction that that acts that act as mediators between input and output process. This instruction only occur in a piece of hardware, not the entire computer system. Basic output instruction, namely instruction that occur when there is an order to use the hardware from the user. Okay, thanks. So this is end of my presentation. So that is. Thank you very much of your attention. Oh, I must forget. I I have few story about passing operating systems, hardware, and software. The software I have story. Uh, I uh, I I usually are programming I usually use programming software to develop a website using PHP programming language. It's happened at I had school for for I develop I develop develop a website. I developed website presentation as my project to as a test project. As a competency test project. Yeah. Yeah. That is so. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry. I apologize if there is a error for my words. So that it's thank you very much. Mm. 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 Eh, eh, lu ngerekam. Waduh.